Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Pick'em MMA. We're back with another one. We're gonna go over. We're gonna do a tier list for UFC 302. We got a big pay-per-view card coming up this weekend, and I cannot wait for it, man. We only got like 2 more sleeps to go, and it's gonna be amazing, man. It's gonna be so much. We're gonna see so much entertaining fights on this card, and we're gonna do a tier list right now. So we're gonna go with the. We're gonna rate the fighters, how much of a chance each fighter has on this card of winning. Who's an absolute lock? I'm gonna give you guys my locks on the S tier. A tier is gonna be fighters that I think have a high probability of winning. B tier is like 60% chance of winning. I mean C tier is gonna be like a fight could go either way. I mean each fighter has a chance of winning pretty at a high clip, and D is gonna be a lower chance of winning on this card. So let's do a tier list, guys. Let's do it. We're gonna start with the early prelims. We're gonna move over to the main card. So let's get into it, guys. So we're gonna go with the Mitchell post. So this guy's taking this fight on short notice, by the way. Andre Lima was supposed to be fighting. So Andre Lima was supposed to fight Hun Sung Park. That fight ended up being canceled because Hun Sung Park ended up pulling out from the fight. And then I guess he was supposed to be fighting Nemjergol, Tumendemro, whatever his name is. It's a pretty tough name. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, it's a pretty tough name. I think I got it right anyway. So now Mitchell Posto is coming in a short notice. This guy trains at New England Cartel. Now, as much of a fan I am of New England Cartel, guys, these guys have not been doing well this year. I mean, they just haven't been able to catch a win this year at all. They're all like 0-4 this year. I think 0-3. We saw Connor Matthews losing his debut. We saw Injo Pacheco losing his debut. We saw Kevin Cater losing his fight. Rob Font losing to Corey Sandhagen, embarrassingly getting wrestled like crazy. Mitchell Possum, man, this guy's good boxing. I mean, he's got good boxing, good clean. He can go for takedowns. He used to be a state wrestler. I don't know. I'm just not. I don't think. I think he's just taking this opportunity to make it to the UFC because he was supposed to be fighting on a contender series this year. He fought Jake Hadley. I mean, looked okay in that first round against Jake Hadley. Then eventually got subbed by Jake Hadley in the second round. Just didn't show any submission defense. I'm gonna put him in. I mean, I could see him winning if he just. It's either C or D. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put him in D because I don't give him much of a chance of winning on this fight. Maybe he should train at American Top Team. As much of a fan you guys know I'm a big fan of New England Cartel, guys. I haven't been picking them to win this year, but I want to see them win. But I don't think this is a good matchup for him. Andre Lima's probably gonna get taken out early, then probably gonna work in the second, third round. I'm gonna put him in D tier just because this is super short notice for Mitchell Poso. Alright, guys, we're gonna talk about his opponent, Andre Lima. I'm gonna put Andre Lima in B just because he's only had one fight in the UFC. Like, look, okay. I mean, it was a competitive fight. I mean, where his opponent bit his arm. I want to see him go like 3 rounds at the UFC level. We've seen him go 3 rounds in the Contender Series fight, but he wasn't fighting someone that as good as he's gonna be fighting. And Mitchell Posto is actually a lot better than that Jenny Dim guy that he fought Contender Series. I'm gonna put him in B tier because I do see him winning at a high clip, but there's still a lot of questions about Andre Lima. What happens if someone can out-grapple him for all 15 minutes? We're gonna find out in this fight because Mitchell Posto doesn't have the best BJJ, but he can go for takedowns over and over. I guess we're gonna see. I think Andre Lima wins at high clip though. I'm giving him like a 70% chance of winning on this card. Alright, guys, let's talk about the only WMMA fight on this card. We got Jocelyn Edwards taking on Eileen Perez. Now, if you guys haven't heard, these girls, they had a little beef. They got some beef going on. I mean, there's some beef between these two girls. I guess Edwards the sucker punched her or something like that. So I don't. I guess they're gonna settle their beef in the octagon this weekend. And I'm gonna put Jocelyn Edwards in D tier. She has a habit of making these fights really, really, really freaking close. If her takedown defense holds up in this fight, which I don't think it's gonna hold up, and she's still really low volume, even when she keeps it on the feet. She was getting outstruck like easy by Nora Carnoli. Like, Nora Carnoli is not terrible, but I mean, she lost her last fight. I mean, against Nora Carnoli just because she just didn't throw any volume on the feet and she was spamming takedowns. Didn't really have the best control. And we have seen her get out grappled before many times by Lucy Podilova. Out grappled her pretty easy. I don't know how Lucy Podilova lost the fight. So just she has a habit of making this fight really close, but I don't give her much of a chance for winning this fight. All right, guys. Next, we're gonna talk about our opponent, Eileen Perez. The OnlyFans Eileen Perez, man, she's probably gonna twerk for us after she wins this fight. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna put Eileen Perez in B tier because I do like her wrestling. She's a dominant wrestler. I mean, she can go for takedowns, has nice control as long as her cardio holds up. Because that third round against Lucy Podilova, she was tired, man. She was tired as hell. So hopefully her cardio holds up. I'm probably not gonna bet on her. I haven't bet any money on this fight. Probably gonna stay away on betting on this fight. But I do think Eileen Perez wins at a high clip. I just a cardio that I'm worried about. Striking is kind of non-existent, but she has a chin on her. She's tough. I think she wins at a high clip though. All right, guys, let's talk about the next fight. We got Mickey Gale. Mickey Gale, man, Mickey Gale. Mickey Gale coming back after 2 years off. His best wins are Jackson and CM Punk. I don't like this fight for him, man. He's gonna be fighting Basil Hafez, who has a chin on him. We've seen Basil Hafez have a really solid chin. Is a strong grappler. I mean, Basil Hafez can go for takedowns over and over. Has really nice control. Has nice submission defense. Even though he wasn't really facing the best submission artists out there. I mean, JDM's really known for striking, not really known for the submission, but he can submit people. And we've seen JDM submit Randy Brown after club. It was a club and sub mostly, but you get what I'm saying. I think Hafez is a lock, man. I think Hafez is an absolute lock. I got him in a parlay. I think Hafez is gonna win for sure. The only way I see losing. Oh, my bad, I just had a brain fart. But only way I see Hafez losing this fight, if he loses, is gonna be like if he gets really tired and he's trying to finish this guy Mickey Gale, and Mickey Gale's cardio looks better than Hafez, which I don't think it will because he hasn't fought in 2 years, over 2 years at this point. I'm gonna put Hafez in S tier because I think his chin is solid enough. Mickey Gale doesn't have any striking. I don't think he's gonna hurt him on the feet. And I don't see his jiu-jitsu working. I think Hafez is he's got him covered everywhere in this fight. All right, guys, let's talk about next fight on the card is gonna be Nico Price. Man, Nico Price has been taking so much damage. I mean, got knocked out by Robbie Lawler in like the first 10 seconds. I picked Robbie Lawler to beat him there. I did not expect Robbie Lawler just to like dominate him like that easy. Yeah, Nico Price, man. I could see him winning this fight just because Morono has no like. I'm not really. He doesn't have a chin. It just he's kind of chinny. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he does have a chin. He can take some shots, but I mean, if you really pressure him, you land like a perfect counter, which Nico Price did land a perfect counter like a couple years back when he knocked out Morono. A fight where he was getting his ass beat early. So Nico Price, as washed as he looked his last couple of fights, still has that power. I mean, the power is the last thing to leave, so you never know. I mean, you never know. You can never be too sure. And you guys know how high I was on Alex Morono last fight. I'm over Corbin McGee, and that was a sweat, man. I had 2 units, $200 Canadian. If you guys didn't know, a unit is 100 Canadian over here. I live in Canada, but so I had $200 on Bob Mondes and Morono parlay, and you guys seen how sweaty that was, man. I thought my parlay was dusted because that was the parlay of the week. That's the parlay. I was like telling everyone to lock that parlay in. I mean, I'm happy that it cast, but damn, it was sweaty, bro. Morono just fights to the level of his opponents. I mean, sometimes Morono looks really good out there, and then sometimes he just looks terrible, man. I could see Morono knocking him out in this fight, but just like you can't trust a guy like Morono with the chin that he has. He's got no power. He's got pillow hands. I'm gonna put Morono in B tier. I know people think he's a lock. I don't know. I wouldn't really call him a lock. I'm not gonna bet on him this fight. The last fight just left a bad taste in my mouth. If you had money in Morono that last fight, I know you guys are sweating it like I was. Unless you only had like a couple dollars on it. I had a couple hundred, so I was like definitely sweating that parlay. I mean, but Morono should win this fight, man. He was winning that first fight up until he got caught at the buzzer in the second round. He should definitely win this fight. I mean, I definitely see him winning this fight. Just the chin, man, his striking defense is not terrible, but just he can get lazy and get clipped with a shot. Like normally he's winning these fights until he gets clipped and gets knocked out. I mean, he got clipped by Santiago Ponzinibbio fight where he was dominating Santiago, working him like easy. He was making Santiago look like easy work out there. Then he got caught with overhand right. I mean, from Santiago Ponzinibbio, who was like way older at this point in his career. I'm gonna put Morono in B tier. Already got a lot of fighters in B tier. I think we're gonna see a lot of fighters in B tier because even these guys that are supposed to win, that should be locks on this card. I don't really like trust them at a high clip, but I think Morono should win. But Nico Price is gonna be live for a KO because if he pressures Morono, that's what you gotta do. You gotta pressure Morono. If you let him um, control the distance, if you let him just like control the real estate in the octagon, he's just gonna outwork you, man. He's gonna just pop your head back with the jab over and over. He's just gonna work on it. He's just gonna put not really gonna put a beating on you because he's got pillow hands, no power. He can just pile up the damage over time. But I do think Nico Price, he does have a chance in this fight. I mean, he's already knocked this guy out in the past, so he knows he can hurt him. But I don't really give him like a high chance on this fight. Alright guys, up next we're gonna talk about Jake Matthews versus Phil Rowe fight. I mean, Phil Rowe, I honestly could see Phil Rowe winning this fight if he just manages control the range like I said earlier with Morono. Like Phil Rowe actually has an 80-inch reach. He can definitely win this fight if he just controls the distance, defends some takedowns. I mean, picks his shots carefully over Jake Matthews. I could see Phil Rowe winning. I am picking Jake Matthews as of right now. I don't know if I'll change my pick after the weigh-ins. I want to see how they face off, how much of a size difference they have between these two guys. I think Phil Rowe, I mean, he's just the wins. I mean, the wins that he has. I mean, we can say the same thing about Jake Matthews, right? The guys that he's out there beating. I mean, if Andre Fialho, who's like on a five fight TKO losing streak right now, a knockout streak right now. I mean, he's not getting knocked out in a reasonable way now at this point. Like, so that win over Andre Fialho doesn't really hold any weight anymore. Same thing about Phil Rowe, man. I mean, the wins over Ryan Cosey, those brothers are absolute frauds. I mean, they're both frauds. But I think Phil Rowe has a chance of winning because it just Jake Matthews. You can't trust this guy. Even though I'm picking him to win as of right now, I can't trust Jake Matthews. And I'm gonna put Jake Matthews right there in the C tier list because I think this is like a 50-50 fight. If you are betting this fight, I do see this fight going over 1.5 rounds. I got 1.5 rounds in a parlay. I think that's solid. I actually beat some line movement on the over 1.5. It was minus 175, and the books actually changed the totals to 2.5. So like now, a lot of money came in on the over 1.5. I don't really see Phil Rowe just sniping him early, man. I think Phil Rowe, like, he doesn't have like crazy power. I know he can knock you out with some knees, hurt you with some knees, and then land a counter up top. I think Matthews is pretty durable. I think this is a 50-50 fight. I mean, I'm just going to stay away from betting either guy on this fight. And I think this is a 50-50 fight. I'm going to put both of them in C tier. Alright, guys. Up next, we got Grant Dawson. Grant No Chinny Chin Grant Dawson. I'm just joking. He's got an okay chin. It's just like he gets dropped way too often. I mean, he got dropped by Marco Madsen. Marco Madsen dropping you, man. I mean, I don't know. Like, you're getting knocked out by Bobby Green under like 10 seconds. I mean, what is going on, Grant Dawson? Grant Dawson should win. He should not be losing this fight, man. I'll say that much right now. He should not be losing this fight. Am I gonna go bet him a minus for 500? No, hell no. Nah. I'm not gonna bet him a minus 500 after losing money on Grant Dawson at minus like I got him at minus 350 over Bobby Green. I should have known, man. Bobby Green actually has some striking, and Joe Selecki doesn't have any striking. So I get it. I mean, everyone that's picking him, Grant Dawson is a lock. He should be a lock. He's got way better wrestling, way better control, way better top control, way better understanding of positions on the ground. Better striking. I mean, he's a better striker, I feel like, than Joe Selecki. He does throw more volume, which I like. I like that he throws more volume. The only reason I'm not gonna put him in S tier is just because that cardio, man. That cardio sometimes falls off a cliff. Once he's like, he can be dominating a fight in the first early rounds, then get really tired. Like throw back to that Ricky Glenn fight where he was gassed, man. I mean, gave up a 10-8 round to Ricky Glenn. I mean, what are you doing, Grant Dawson? You're giving up a fucking 10-8 round to Ricky Glenn, bro, of all people, Ricky Glenn, come on, dude, come on, like, just come on, dude. Like, how are you giving a 10 round to Ricky Glenn? Ricky Glenn's fucking terrible. And then getting knocked down by Mirko Madsen, bro. Like, I mean, credit to Grant Austin for recovering and not like still winning that fight. But yeah, I think I bet Mirko Madsen in that fight because I was like, he's gonna be the better wrestler because Olympic wrestler or whatever. But he actually knocked him down. Just Mirko Madsen has no cardio past like the first round or round and a half. Yeah, I'm gonna put Grant Dawson in the A tier because I do see this is a good stylistic matchup for Grant Dawson. He should not be losing this fight. If he loses this fight, he might as well just call it a career. He might as well just retire because this is a tailor-made matchup for Grant Dawson. And Joe Selecki, I am gonna put Joe Selecki in. I don't know, like this. The only way I see Joe Selecki winning this fight, cause he's not gonna be like I don't know, like he's not gonna be the better. Like he could, the striking is like not that. I mean, there's not that much of a back. What I was gonna say, there's not that much of a gap between in the striking between Grant Dawson and Joe Selecki. Just the volume. Like Joe Selecki is super low volume, and he's gonna need to catch a Hail Mary submission. I feel like in this fight to win this fight. I've never really been high on Joe Selecki, man. The only time I bet him, I parlayed him as a big chalky favorite over Carl Deaton. And that first round, man, that first round was sweaty, man. I'm telling you guys right now. I don't know if you guys remember that fight. I don't know if you guys bet on that fight. That first round was sweaty. And so I faded Joe Selecki big time over Drew Close. I'm kicking myself for not betting more money on Drew Close. Only bet like a 1 unit on Drew Close. I mean, this guy just a BJJ nerd, man. He doesn't have much wrestling. He can get some takedowns here and there, like using BJJ. His super low volume. That's the reason he lost that Jared Gordon fight. He just super low volume, doesn't throw any volume on the feet. He's just like, I don't think striking is really gonna improve. He's not like the youngest prospect anymore. I don't really give Joe Selecki much of a chance, but I can't trust Grant Dawson at -500. It's just like 5-1 is kind of crazy for Dawson, but I think it makes sense. I do see it making a sense because he's better than Joe Selecki everywhere this fight is gonna be at. I feel like, and I don't think Joe Selecki has like heavy hands or like I mean, Bobby Green doesn't have heavy hands, but Bobby Green can actually land some damage. I mean, we know Bobby Green has fought some high level guys, high level strikers, and Joe Selecki is just a BJJ nerd. He's gonna need to like get a lucky submission, Hail Mary submission to win this fight. And I just don't see that happening at a high clip. All right, guys, let's talk about Roman Kopylov, man. Roman Kopylov. I am gonna put Roman Kopylov in B tier because this guy, he's a high level striker, man. This guy's a high level striker. I've cast a lot of bets on Roman Kopylov. I actually bet him Hernandez because I was like, his takedown defense probably could hold up, and it was looking good in that first round. He defended like 8 takedowns in that first round over Fluffy Hernandez. Eventually, you got taken down. I mean, you're gonna get taken down by Fluffy. Once you get taken down by Fluffy, he's just gonna drown you, and that's what happened there. But Kopylov, I mean, Kopylov can win this fight, man. Kopylov can win this fight. I don't really know why he's underdog anymore. I've been picking Cesar Almeida. You guys know I've been picking Cesar Almeida as an underdog. I mean, picking if Cesar Almeida was a favorite, I mean, I would probably not pick him. And I don't know, man. Kopylov is a high level striker, so it's just like MMA striking is different than kickboxing striking. And the one thing I like about Kopylov is he's got speed on his side. This guy's fast, man. Some nice, lot of versatility on the feet. I mean, has nasty body kicks, some of the nastiest body kicks at middleweight. Has some nice, I mean, he'll mess to the body. He'll go up top. He's not really a headhunter. He'll like invest in all areas. Doesn't really throw a lot of leg kicks and stuff, but I haven't really seen him throw a lot of leg kicks. He mostly just kicking to the body. He likes kicking to the body. I mean, Kopylov can win this fight. This is like a 50-50 fight in my opinion. Kopylov, I mean, if he brings in the grappling heavy game plan in this fight, I could see him taking down. I could see him taking down Cesar Almeida, like it could happen. Definitely could happen. I'm gonna put Kopylov in B tier because if he brings the grappling heavy game plan, we have seen Cesar Almeida get taken down before. I bet Cesar Almeida over Budka, and I actually live bet him over who was that guy on Contender Series, the guy that he fought from LFA. I can't remember his name right now, but I bet him like live at plus 350. It wasn't a lot of money, only bet like a half unit on him, but Almeida is like he's been fighting these wrestlers that really don't have much stand up. So this is gonna be we're gonna see what kind of level Almeida's on in the striking in this fight, because Kopylov is gonna find out for us. Almeida, his opponent Almeida, I'm gonna put Almeida, and I'm gonna also put him in a B tier because I could see him winning this fight if he catches Kopylov clean with the counter. Because Kopylov, when you pressure Kopylov, he doesn't really deal with it all that well. He's a guy that likes pressuring you. That's what Kopylov does really good. When he's the one pressuring you, he'll let his hands go, and I don't think Kopylov's really gonna be worried about the takedowns in this fight. Because Almeida's not really going to be shooting on him. I'll be shocked if Almeida shoots on him. If Almeida shoots on him, I could see him getting some takedowns, getting top control. Because Almeida, I mean, in that Contender Series fight, he showed that he has some. He's been training grappling, man. You can tell if you watch that Dana White Contender Series fight. You can tell that this guy's been training some grappling. He's got some understanding on the ground. He knows what to do on the ground. He's not really going to submit him or anything, but I could see him winning some rounds with top control. But I think this is another 50-55, man. I don't really agree with Almeida being the favorite now, -120. I think that's kind of bullshit because he's only got like 5 fights in MMA, and Kopylov is actually a proven guy in the UFC. So if you're getting plus money in Kopylov, man, I think go for it. I think that's not a bad bet out there. But and Kopylov's pretty durable too. I'm gonna put both of them in B tier because I could see either one of them winning this fight. This is gonna be one of the most exciting fights on the prelims. I feel like. Alright guys, let's move over to the main card. Now make sure you guys drop a like on this video if you guys enjoy these videos. Also subscribe to the channel, guys. We're trying to work our way to 2K subscribers now. We just hit 1,500. I appreciate you guys all, man. I appreciate you guys all for hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button. Let's go 2K or 2K subscribers now. Alright guys, main card time. Now we got Lizio Gillespie taking on Randy Brown taking on Lizio Gillespie. So Randy Brown, Randy Brown. I could see Randy Brown winning this fight. I think Randy Brown probably is going to be much quicker on the feet. I feel like his takedown defense is solid. Same thing as Grant Dawson. He's kind of chinny. He gets dropped a lot. So can he get chinned in this fight? I mean, maybe he might get chinned in this fight because we have seen him get chinned before. He's been knocked down by I think Chaos William probably. I don't know if he dropped him. I know he was landing some big shots on Randy Brown, and also Trinaldo dropped him. I remember JDM dropped him and subbed him after. I mean, getting knocked down by JDM is not really the worst look, I guess. But Randy Brown is kind of chinny, but I do see him winning this fight at a high clip. I haven't bet him. I'm probably not gonna bet him just because Zaleski, man. If you guys bet on Renat Fakardinov like I did, I mean, I had a couple units of Renat Fakardinov, and bet him by decision. I had like last couple units there betting against Zaleski, so I'm probably gonna stay away from betting on Randy Brown here because Zaleski, even at 37 years old, this dude still is a menacing fighter. And at this point, even at this point in his career, his fights are super close. So Zaleski could win this fight. I mean, I could see Zaleski winning this fight. I'm gonna put Zaleski in B tier. I'm gonna put him B tier just because he's super, like, he can grapple. Doesn't really, like, he's not really been grappling out there much, but he's got some of the best takedown defense out there. I mean, he defended every takedown against Renat Fakardinov. I don't really think Renat took him down. I know he dropped him early, so he does seem to be slowing down just a bit. But even at this point, man, I could see him catching Randy Brown with something. And on the feet, I mean, he's got high volume. He can land a lot of output out there. I mean, throw it back to that Benoit Saint-Denis fight where he like beat Benoit Saint-Denis like a drum for all 15 minutes. I don't know how that fight was never stopped. That was crazy. I don't know how that fight was never stopped. That fight should have been stopped. I mean, that fight, like, I was like, I had the fight doesn't go to this, isn't that fight, and I was like yelling at the referee, like, why are you not stopping this fight, bro? Like, this referee definitely bet the over 2.5. But yeah, Dusky, I mean, even at this point, man, you gotta be careful. Randy Brown's gotta be careful out there because if he gets lazy with the striking defense, if he gets overconfident, I could see Gillespie hurting him on the feet. But I feel like the speed is gonna play a factor, and I think Brown's gonna win just a close decision because I don't think it's gonna be like a dominant decision. But Gillespie could win if he pressures Randy Brown because I don't think Randy Brown deals well with pressure all that much. I just feel like the speed and the reach advantage, the height advantage is probably going to be an issue, but just the Randy Brown is that tournament fight. I mean, that tournament fight. If you go back watch that tournament fight, you're probably not going to be too confident betting on Randy Brown here. But I think Randy Brown probably wins at a high clip. Just it just, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you want to trust him at 2-1 over Gillespie, who still showed that this guy can still like weather early storm and come back and like almost finish through Nat Facadino, which is crazy. I mean, but so I could see Gillespie investing to the body in this fight. I think he's gonna have a hard time catching Brown on the chin. Maybe he should throw more kicks to the body like he was doing against Renat Facadino. Because I don't think he's gonna be worried about getting taken down in this fight. Randy Brown's not really gonna be shooting takedowns in this fight. All right, guys. Next fight on the card is gonna be Jailton Almeida versus Alexander the Blob Romanov. I am gonna put Almeida in as a lock. I think S tier. I think this is a good matchup for him. And Romanov has like not much power on the feet. He's not really like good striker. I mean, he can strike. I mean, he's actually shown us that he can win by decision by out striking guys like Blagoy. Even though it was pretty terrible. But I think Almeida's not losing this fight. I don't really see him losing this fight. Um, if he loses this fight, I mean, his stock's gonna plummet all the way down. Jalton Almeida should not be losing this fight. This is a good matchup for him. This is a guy he's gonna be fighting who doesn't have has got some the only area I see Romanov looking good in if he gets top position on Almeida and Almeida can't get him off and then maybe throw some ground and pound. But I think Almeida's gonna out grapple this guy. He's probably gonna submit him or like ground and pound him. He's got way better cardio. We actually seen Almeida go 5 rounds before. I think Almeida's got him covered here. Alright guys, let's talk about Balab Romanov. Romanov, man. It's a heavyweight fight, so I guess you can never be too confident. But yeah, I'm just not high on Romanov, man. He was looking better in that Blagoy fight, but losing to Marcin Tabora is pretty horrible. He gassed like crazy, and he gassed out like under 2 minutes in that other fight. In that Volkov fight also. So like Volkov's actually a good striker though, so I don't think he's really gonna be worried about striking in this fight. I do want to see Almeida, like Jalton Almeida, strike for a bit here, like test out his striking, so see if he's making any improvements in the striking. But I think this is gonna be a wrestling matchup. This is gonna be a grappling matchup, and I think Jalton Almeida is probably gonna finish eventually. Jalton Almeida should not be losing this fight. If he loses this fight, might as well just cut him. I'm just kidding, but just cut him if he loses this fight. There's no his hopes of being a champion are gonna go down if he loses this fight to Romanov the Blob. All right, guys, let's talk about the next fight. We got Kevin Holland versus Mikhail Olajic. Kevin Holland. I am gonna put Kevin Holland in A tier. I think Kevin Holland is close to being a lock on this card. I do see Kevin Holland winning. I see him finishing Mikhail Olajic. Mikhail Olajic is a boxer mostly. He doesn't really have any grappling to fall back on, and I don't think Kevin Holland is losing this fight at all. I think Kevin Holland's probably gonna club and stop him eventually at some point, and he's gonna be fighting Mikhail Olajic, who doesn't really have the best cardio. I mean, Mikhail is gonna be dangerous in the first round, trying to catch him with something. But I think once it goes past like the first round, I think Kevin Holland's gonna take over. He's like the reach advantage is gonna play a factor also. I think Kevin Holland is gonna be he's got him covered here. He's got the better BJJ, better grappler. He's got long range attacks, so I don't think Mikhail's power is really gonna matter all that much the longer this fight goes. And I eventually see Kevin Holland finishing him at some point. Mikhail Olajic, man, I'm gonna put him in. I don't know. I'm gonna put him in C tier just because he does have that power. He does have that light heavyweight power. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think he's gonna win though. I'm gonna put him in C tier though, cause he can. I mean, Kevin Holland doesn't show up 100%. I mean, maybe Mikhail can catch him early, maybe can chin him, but no one's really been able to chin Kevin Holland yet. I mean, even the only TKO loss that he has in the UFC was like doctor stop, his corner stop, where he broke his hand in that Wonderboy fight. I don't know if I want to put him in D tier just because I don't think he's got much of a chance. But Kevin Holland is on a 2-fight losing streak, but losing to guys like MVP, I picked MVP there. Losing to guys like JDM, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna put him in C tier just because I could see him catching Kevin Holland early, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Even if he hurts him, maybe drops him, but I think Kevin Holland's gonna survive. He's super tough. I'm gonna put him in C tier just because he is kind of dangerous. He's got I mean, he's fought at light heavyweight. He's actually knocked out guys at light heavyweight. But I don't give him Mikhail much of a chance in this fight. Alright, guys, let's talk about co-main event now. Let's go. We got Paulo Costa taking on Mikhail, not Mikhail Jiu. He's gonna be fighting a Sean Strickland, man. Strickland's gonna win for America, but I'm gonna put Paulo Costa. I'm gonna put him in C tier. Just I don't really rate Paulo Costa that much. I'll be honest with you guys. He does have power. Like he has better cardio than Mikhail Jiu. I'll be honest. Like I don't know. I've never really been a big Paulo Costa fan. I actually bet Izzy over him big time. Izzy was only like a -140, -150. I remember. It was crazy that how high people were in Paulo Costa. He can be competitive with these top level guys, but he's never out there winning, right? Like who's he really beat in the last like couple of years? I mean, no one. I mean, he barely. I mean, he was close to beating Whitaker in the first. If there was more time in the first, maybe he couldn't even drop Whitaker though. Like I don't know. I'm not really a big Paulo Costa fan. I know a lot of people are picking him to win over Strickland. They're using that. Oh, Gillespie was able to knock out Paulo Costa like 10 years ago. Or Pearl was able to knock out Strickland like a couple years back. I mean, but Pearl's a monster, man. Pearl would do some bad things to Paulo Costa. I feel like Pearl would knock out Paulo Costa stiff in the first half a round. I don't know. I'm not really a big Paulo Costa fan. I think he's got a chance if he lands a power shot. I mean, maybe he can catch Strickland with something, but I don't really give him much of a chance. And I'm gonna put Strickland in S tier. I think Strickland is my lock of the week, guys. I'm picking Strickland as my lock of the week. I think he's gonna work this guy like crazy. He's gonna beat Paulo Costa up like a drum. He's gonna fucking work this guy. Like he's gonna pop his head back and forth with the jab over and over. And I think Strickland's striking defense is still kind of underrated. I think people kind of sleep on him just because he's got the Philly shell striking defense. I think Strickland's actually out there. He's actually fought some power punchers. I mean, Jared Cannonier, he just fought Duplessis. He's got way better, Duplessis has like crazy, like the way Duplessis strikes, right? Like it's like unorthodox. So like, it's tough predicting where Duplessis is gonna throw at you next. So like, I think Duplessis throws that from different angles, where Paulo Costa is a straight shooter. Like he'll like loop these hooks, left hook, right hook. It's like you know what he's gonna throw. I mean, he can throw like a spinning heel hook sometimes, like wheel kick, like he threw against Whitaker. I think he's got him covered. I like Strickland here a lot, man. I think Strickland is a lock on this card. I'm -200. I think it makes sense. I think Izzy is like way more dangerous than Paulo Costa, and Strickland was able to see everything coming in that fight. So I got Strickland as on the S tier. Alright, guys, up next we got the main event of the evening, guys. We got Islam Makhachev taking on Dustin Poirier. Now, Dustin Poirier, man, 30 fights in the UFC. I mean, this guy's a future Hall of Famer, 100% future Hall of Famer. But I mean, Islam Makhachev has staph infection. I mean, what are the odds, right? Like, I mean, Benoit Anthony had staph infection, but Benoit Anthony is not on the same level as Makhachev. Let's be honest. Dustin Poirier, man, Dustin Poirier, like he's gonna have to catch him with the power punch. I feel like, I don't know. I'm gonna put him in B tier just cause, man, like he should be in the A tier just cause he's a future Hall of Famer. I mean, one of the best lightweights out there that's never won the undisputed title. Oh man, I'm gonna against Makhachev. I don't really give him much of a chance against Makhachev though. Like he's gonna have to like defend some takedowns. We haven't really seen him defend takedowns in a long time. He gets taken on way too easy. We got taken on by Charles Oliveira, which is not really the best luck. You're getting taken on by Charles Oliveira, bro, who's a BJ nerd. I mean, Oliveira has some wrestling though. Like let me just rephrase that. I don't know. This is a tough one. This is like I'm a big fan of Dustin Poirier. You guys know that. I'm probably gonna do like a fun live stream bet on Dustin Poirier because the money line's crazy. And now that Makhachev has staph infection, you never know if Makhachev can't finish him early. I'm gonna put Dustin Poirier in the B tier. I know the odds. If we're looking at the odds, I mean, we look at the stylistic matchup. He should be like on the D tier in this fight. But just the striking, man. This guy's one of the best boxers at lightweight. I mean, so I could see him if he works his way back up, makes Islam work. I could see him making something crazy happen in this fight. I mean, I could see him. I mean, you never know. You never know. It's MMA. It's in MMA. I mean, crazy things have happened in MMA before. I mean, I don't think anyone was predicted that Strickland was gonna go out and beat Izzy for 5 rounds. I mean, but different styles match up, man. I mean, Poirier's always had trouble with wrestlers, guys that can take him down, get him tired, and but staph infection. If before the staph infection on Makachev, I'd probably put Dustin Poirier in C tier. But I'm gonna give him more of a chance just because that staph infection. If Makachev can't finish him early, he might start getting tired, man. Because those antibiotics will make you tired quicker, and you're gonna be cutting weight also, which is gonna drain your energy tank even more. I'm gonna put Dustin Poirier in B tier because I could see him making something crazy happen in this fight, but just like I don't really give him a big chance. Makachev, I'm gonna put Makachev in as tier. I think he is a lock. The odds are saying that he's a lock. He should be a lock, right? Because this is a good solid matchup for Makachev. Because the Poirier doesn't. Historically, he hasn't really been able to defend takedowns in his career. Yeah, I'm gonna put Makachev in S tier because I think Makachev is gonna win for sure. So guys, that's my tier list right now. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with my tier list. And these are the each fighter chance of winning. And so this tier list is what was I gonna say? This is the each fighter chance of winning on UFC 302. The last tier list we did like this was for UFC 302, 301. I mean, we did really good. I mean, we called Michelle Pearl. We had her close in A tier. We had Brito in A tier also. We had like everything was really solid last week. So I'm hoping we do really good on this tier list this week. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel, guys. I make a ton of content every week. So I appreciate you guys' support as always. And if you guys want to support the channel more, become a member. It's only $4.99 a month. It helps keep the channel running. Helps pay the bills. I appreciate you guys always, and I'll see you guys the next one, man. Take it easy. I'll probably be live tonight. I mean, maybe I'll be live tomorrow. So make sure you guys come hang out with me in my live stream. All right, guys. Take it easy now. Later. Take care, guys. Good week. Hope you guys enjoy the fights. And I'll see you guys in the next one.